For some reason, seeing all these people running in and out, stripping off their gloves and putting $1 in the rusty old can by the mugs, makes me think of those St. Bernards that run all over the mountains in whatever European country that is. I kind of feel sorry for the big drooly beasts. All that drool's got to freeze up something fierce. Something funny about the image of drool sickles hanging off of a big glumping dog.
And that's what you think about when people get coffee. So do you always think about stuff like that at places like this?
I make weird associations. That's why I fit in here.
Well, I knew it wasn't an undying devotion to the coffee.
Well, it's hot. It's got that going for it.
I know what hot counts for.
Here we go again.
What do you mean?
You always start spouting this melodramatic crap whenever anyone says anything even remotely associated with you.
I do. Never noticed it.
So I don't bring matches in here. One smell of sulfur and you go berserk. A little lingering brimstone and the cups start dancing around on the counters. It freaked people out. Okay, it was funny, but it freaked them out. Speaking of hot, you got me in hot water now, people, son. Are you gonna move that rook? Or are you just gonna keep using it for an ashtray because you're too lazy to get up and get one?
You know, the guy who owns this place is a real smart guy. I mean, the chairs just fit here, ugly or not. And the tables, they're comfortable here. Like cranky old men, they rock back and forth on the diagonal. If you're not paying attention, they'll tip your pieces over.
You know what really sucks? When the pieces tip over and the cigarette butts come out of the rooks.
That happened one time. Besides, why would I move the piece that's going to check you when it's right where I want it to be? And it's Beelzebub. Good position is about controlling the game from one piece on one square.
I'm waiting for the point here. Is you're really a windy.
Tell me.
Can you tell me how many opening choices there are at the beginning of a game?
Well, there's 8 pawns, 2 moves each. 2 knights, 2 moves, that's 20 moves.
Wrong.
Fine, how many moves are there?
21. You forgot abdication.
No, abdication isn't technically a move. The king doesn't move at all unless you literally tip him over.
True, but I said opening choices, not moves. You can always concede before the game even starts.
What does that have to do with position?
Attend! The best defense you've got is an unopened game. Before the game even starts, the only things you can move are the knights over the pawns. And you basically lost before those even get to the end. Therefore, it would follow logically that the best position is occupied by the 2 ranks at the beginning of the game.
But you said that controlling the game is about 1 piece on 1 square.
I did, and it is. You set the tone with the position for the first move.
You're just mixing the truth with literal smoke and mirrors. I'm not gonna let it faze me.
You aren't, are you?
As if I didn't notice that you've contradicted yourself twice already. Should be used to it by now, but honestly, it does scare me a little. I mean, what good does it do to call the devil himself a liar? You would just smile and nod and go on like nothing has happened. Just like that. It's so exciting. You know, you telegraph your moves.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. You tell someone you're gonna fuck them over by any means possible, telling them how to get out of it, and then conning them into thinking it's perfectly fine to let you bury the weasel in their sister and impregnate their dad by enrolling them in military school.
I don't know what you're talking about. What I do know is that no matter what I do, you'll be happy with the arrangements.
Drives me crazy because the only person I have to be mad at is myself.
Free will can be a real pain in the ass.
Your move, Lucy.
Checkmate.
God damn it!
Oh, language. Don't want the big man to come down here, do we? Have you ever wondered why I play with you, Christine? Why out of all the other skilled players, why you?
Oh, which more skill have to do with the devil? I kind of wonder what the big cheese of the underworld wants with me and my lousy chess game.
I think a part of you already knows that.
You want my soul. That's what all this is about, isn't it?
Of course. We could play for it, you know? If you were willing. You're white against my black, positive against my negative.
Yeah, I have about as much of a chance of winning as Snowball does in your living room, bucko.
I could lower myself to your level. I could give you a fighting chance.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is your shtick. You say you could play at my level, not that you would. And even if for the sake of argument you would play at my level, you can play some game in the near future, not this game where you beat my pants off. And even if you would, I can just hear you saying, oh, I said I would, but now I'm not going to. Or, I said I would, but I changed my mind at the last minute. Did I forget to tell you?
Okay, come on. Just think of it. Just think, what if you were the one who beat the devil himself? Besides, what's there really to do around here on a Wednesday night anyway? I mean, to be honest, at this point, you probably already know you're going to hell anyway. So why not give it a shot? Alrighty, we got a deal? Game for your soul. I win, I keep it. You win, you keep it. Stalemates, he gets it. I promise, I'll not even read your mind this time. What do you say?
Okay. No matter what, you're buying the next round of coffee.
I would rather drink blended pig's intestine.
Now, coming from someone else, that would sound like sarcasm.
Honest craving. All right, Christine, it's your move. Remember, there are 21 options. Which one will you choose? 21, Christine. Which one will you choose?
Okay, stop animating the pieces.
What are you talking about?
Your queen is flipping me off. To be fair, I have a lot riding on this game. You said you weren't going to use your powers.
I said I wasn't going to read your mind. All right, fine. Just hurry up already. You've been staring at the board for like 25 minutes. What's so funny?
Oh, I've just been putting two and two together. Literally. There aren't 21 moves. There are 22. You lied.
All right, well, what's the 22nd?
Offer a draw.
You're learning, Christine. So what do you say to another game? No bets, just a game.
Not tonight, Lucy. The look in his eyes said that he figured I was going to decline, and he looked almost sad, like maybe he didn't really like having had to try doing his job. Lucifer is a tough nut to crack. I didn't know if it was an act or not. He knew I would opt to leave, though, and I'm willing to bet he didn't want me to go. Loneliness sings quiet songs around him when he's not hounding you for your everlasting spirit, that is.
And the devil whispered knight to Queen's Bishop 4. And that's when I realized we were all pawns.
That's pretty. Who said that?
A laughing man in a truck stop over coffee and a game.